All right, Austin. So this is how you just lost your dream home,
Yeah.
right? I mean, this is like not a fun video, but let's be proactive in how to make sure that this doesn't happen to someone else, right? So what are some of the scenarios that if you do lose to someone else, what are some of the reasons as to why that could be?
Biggest one, I think personally, is you wait on it. You don't I don't know, let's say you're looking for a house or looking at a house for like maybe weeks, maybe months. You find one that you absolutely love, and then maybe we'll give it a day or two, see if anything else comes on the market or something like that. You decide, hey, you know what, we want it. It's too late.
Yeah, I've got a bumper sticker for that, and that's sleep on it, won't sleep in it, right? And so I think one of the ways to make sure you don't need to sleep on it to then not sleep in it is you need to be prepared, right? So you already know the neighborhoods you're looking.
Right.
You're already comfortable with the payment. You don't have to sit there and find out a bunch of financing things, which plays into another one, which is be pre-approved, right? So if you know the neighborhood, you know the area, you know what you're looking for, you're comfortable with the payment, then these are all things that remove ambiguity, which allows to move with speed and execution, right? What else?
Another big thing, you already touched on, is that getting pre-approved. You know, if you find the house you love, but then you have to go through getting pre-approved, you weren't already beforehand, that eats up time. And especially with how the market is right now, you know, things can sell in hours. And so
that moves into the next one, and that's making an offer that's not competitive.
Right.
And so we on the list side coach our sellers to do bracket pricing. And the reason you do bracket pricing, check out that video for that. But bracket pricing, you know, drives the most amount of eyeballs, the most amount of traffic, and then bids it up. If you're in a multiple offer situation, and we can do our best to try and find what you need to be at, where you need to be at, but you need to be comfortable with the idea that you need to be competitive. This is your dream home. And I'm in the middle of this conversation right now with one of my clients that the seller wants 1.1, they think it's worth 100. And I'm like, listen, just get me something you're willing to tolerate that you may not like. Because I assure you, I've never had a client, and I mean this, we've sold 4,000 plus homes at this point. Out of those 4,000 plus homes, I've never had a client call me and be like, you know, 5-10 years later, I'm so upset that I spent that extra $15,000 on my dream house, right? It just doesn't happen that way. It may not feel right on the way in, but once you're in it and it costs you an extra, and I don't love this logic, but it is reality, it costs you an extra $10, $15. I mean, a Starbucks costs that much now. And $10, $15 from a payment perspective to be in your dream house. No one gets upset on that exit. It's never the fault of the real estate. It's always the fault of the timing. The real estate will always increase over time, right? 4% is the average trend line of appreciation over time. So the real estate, if you hold it long enough, and let's just say you're looking at a $500,000 house, you're going to see a 10% appreciation rate in 6 months anyway. Right. So it's a 15,000 scenario, you're good to go. So not being competitive is also it. And then finally, and this is a big one, right? And this is what you and I do, but having the wrong guidance, right? Can you talk about that?
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, the guidance, honestly, that's one of the bigger ones. And that's because, you know, a lot of people come to real estate agents because we're the professionals, know what's going on with the market. So prepping your clients beforehand is a huge thing. And I feel like we do a really good job here with that.
Yeah. With videos like this.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. If you're doing this, you're already on your way. Yeah.
And like last month, for example, I had buyers in the Troy area, and I prepped them beforehand, let them know, you know, how the market is, especially because I've also had some on the seller side as well. So I know how it goes for the seller. So I prepped the buyer beforehand. We looked at a house that was listed on a Thursday. We looked at it that Thursday. They loved it. They didn't sleep on it. Instantly put in a very competitive offer, and it got accepted that day, actually. Yeah. So, you know, just the guidance, like you said, and prepping beforehand is a big one.
Yeah. So recap, right? Be comfortable with the area that you're offering.
Yep.
Before you see it, right? Know the areas you want to live in. Be comfortable in those areas so you don't have to wonder what it's like. Drive, and we didn't touch on this, but I'll touch on it now. Drive those areas to make sure it's good for going to work. Drive those areas at night to make sure you're comfortable. Drive those areas during rush hour traffic to make sure that it's something you're comfortable being in, right? Get pre-approved. Know what type of, when you're pre-approved, it means you qualify. You don't have to know what mortgage you're going to pick when you're making an offer. All that can be done once you're under contract. Right. So all you need to know is you qualify for a house, and we can put on the offer. We can put more down. It doesn't matter, but just know that you qualify so you can execute quickly there. And as an agent, we don't want to take you out if you're not pre-qualified, and no seller wants to accept your offer if you're not pre-qualified.
Right.
3 is being competitive, understanding and doing the research in advance, from a math perspective, understanding what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with, and what is going on in the market you're buying in. Can you come in and get maybe a deal on something, right? Depending on the market. Or is it one of these things that you're going to be in the Hunger Games and you've got to compete and only the strongest will win, right? And knowing that allows you to move with speed and execution also. So if you have any other questions on what it's going to take to buy a house, go ahead and reach out. Love to connect you with a great agent like Austin. And if you have any other questions or concerns, reach out. And if you like this content, subscribe and like our video. Thank you.